Hello guys, welcome to my channel Fundamentals of Engineering. In today's session, we are going to see what are the types of part programming and how the axis convection is done in a CNC programming or CNC coordinate system that we are going to see. So, in previous we have seen that how we are getting the part from drawing to workpiece. First we have to read the drawing and based on that we have to finalize the operations, which operations we have to perform sequentially, dimensions of part. Based on that we have to prepare a part program by using G and M code in sequential manner. Then that G program we have to forward to the inputting to the MCU, so that MCU will control that based on the two process, that data processing unit and control unit. Based on that we will do the manufacturing and we'll get the part as a finished product. This is the step we have to follow from drawing to the workpiece. In today's session we are going to see what are the types of programming. So part programming is nothing but sequence of instructions which describe the work which has to be done on part. So it is a task of preparing a program sheet from drawing sheet. So machining data is as follows, like machining sequence, classification of process, tool startup point, cutting date, tool path, etc. Cutting conditions, spindle speed, feed rate, coolant, etc. Then selection of cutting tools. So that we have to follow whenever we are doing the part program. Now we are going to see actual what are the types of part program. So part programming consists of a sequence of instructions to be performed on NC and CNC machine. So there are two types, that is manual part programming and computer aided part programming. For preparing part program, the programmer must decide the order of the machining operations required to produce a component. So this choice of cutting tools and machine tools depend upon the operations we have to perform. Each line of the program is numbered in sequence, details of operations are stated, and XYZ coordinates are given. So whenever we are writing this programming, either manual or computer aided, we have to follow these instructions, then we have to prepare the part program. So now we are going to see first manual part program. In this, programmer first prepares the program manuscript in a standard format. Manuscripts are typed with a device known as flexowriter, which is also used to type the program instructions. So these are the image of a flexowriter. Based on that, whatever the programmer produce the manuscript, that can be typed by using this device. Then we can forward to the MCU. Complex components require tedious calculations, and this type of program is carried out for simple machining part produced on point-to-point machine tool. So in this manual part programming, whenever we are using for complex component, we have to do the calculations for taper angle and all other things. There that will be tedious calculations, and this programming, manual part programming, we are using which are parts which are simple, which having point-to-point machine tool. So there we are using this manual part programming. So instead of our advantages as a manual part programming, we are using computer aided part programming. In this, the complex shape components required calculations to produce the component are done by the programming software contained in the computer. So in computer part programming, any complex shape component which requires the calculations, that can be done by the programming software which is available in a computer. So there are various programming language developed in the recent past, such as APT, which is called as automatically programmed tools, ADAPT, AutoSpot, Compact 2, 2CL, Romance, Split is used for writing a computer program which has a English-like statement. So based on that, we can prepare a computer aided part program and that can be transferred to the MCU. A translator known as a compiler program is to translate it is a form of acceptable to the MCU. So whatever the programs we are doing by using this language, we have to forward to the MCU by using a translator, which is a compiler program to the MCU. So there we have seen types of part program. Now in CNC coordinate system, we require some axes to be defined for the programming sequence and machine sequence. So based on that, first we are going to see machine coordinate system. It is based on the right hand thumb rule. The direction of each finger represents the positive direction of motion. So you can see the three fingers, thumb, index finger and middle finger. The axis of main spindle is always Z and the positive direction is into the spindle. If you consider the milling machine, the longest travel slide is designed the x-axis and always perpendicular to the z-axis. So if you rotate your right hand looking into your middle finger, the forefinger represents the y-axis. The base of your fingers is a start point where x, y and z are 0, means x0, y0 and z0. All coordinates are in 0 position. So this is the machine coordinate system which defined based on the right hand thumb rule. Then rotary motion. The right hand rule for determining the correct axis on a CNC machine may also be used to determine the clockwise position about x, y and z axis. So determine the positive or clockwise motion or direction about an axis. Close your right hand with the thumb pointing out. So in this figure you can see we are closing our right hand where we are putting the or pointing the thumb out. The thumb may represent x, y or z direction and the curl of the fingers may represent the clockwise or positive rotation about each axis. These are known as A, B, C, that rotation of axis. They are given name as ABC and represent the rotary motion about x, y and z respectively. So for x rotation that is A, for y B and for z that is C. So these are the two axis and motion nomenclature we are using in CNC coordinate system, that machine coordinate system and rotary motion. Now we are going to see axis and motion nomenclature in CNC coordinate system. So in which we are using Cartesian coordinate system. In CNC we have to add third axis because we are doing machining in 3 dimensions. So we have to add third axis, that is z axis. If we arrange these axes as a thumb, index finger and middle finger of right hand, it is called as right hand thumb rule. By this rule we get thumb in x axis, index finger in y axis and middle finger in z axis. If you want to find axis on machine tools, first of all we have to look at for the spindle. So for the spindle is the main part of the revolving or rotating part that usually gives z axis. So the spindle usually gives the z axis, the spindle. If we found the z axis or spindle axis, then it will be very easy to find other two axes, that is x, y and xy axis. So x axis can allow usually parallel to the floor. It is the longest axis. It is parallel to floor if it is the longest axis. The other which is perpendicular to the other two axes by the right hand thumb rule, it is a y axis. So whatever the third axis which is perpendicular to other two axes, that will be the y axis. So these are the two main types of coordinate system which we are using in CNC equipments, that is program coordinate system and machine coordinate system. In machine coordinate system is built in the machine and it is put there by the tool makers or machine makers and it is not gonna move around. You can move the program coordinate system wherever you want, or we want to machining operation which is convenient. Then the way that machine tool keeps track of where your coordinate system is, where the program coordinate system is, there will get the coordinate system offset. So it is the distance that is your and program coordinate system is from the coordinate system built in the machine, that is machine coordinate system. We have to push the offset button which is there in a controller part 0 set. There we can access where it is started. On this particular machine, part 0 set is the record the position of where x, y and z axis. Sometimes it defines how far is your coordinate system from the machine coordinate system. So if you put G54 code, then it will call up your coordinate system from the system where you can change based on the machine coordinate system. So these are the codes. So this is a machine coordinate system and program coordinate system. So if you call G54 code, then it will call up your coordinate system from your system where you can change based on the machine coordinate systems. You can have multiple coordinate systems. There you can use G54, G55 for two separate devices. For instance, then you can call up that by using G54 or G55. So we can use two different codes for formulating coordinate offset. Then rotary table, which gives the rotary axis. These are having their own designations. So this is a rotary table. It is having their own designations. We need to give rotary axis which refers to the rotation about the axis. So this rotary table which gives need to give a rotary axis which refers to the rotation of the axis. So rotary axis red color represent x axis. A is the rotation about x axis. B is the rotation about y axis and C is the rotation about z axis. So you can see red color. A represents rotation about x axis, B represent rotation about y axis and C represent rotation about z axis. This also follow the right hand rule. If you want to get positive direction axis, then point your thumb to the positive direction of the axis and finger to the point to the positive direction of rotary motion. This is how we get the machine tool at the rotary axis of a rotary table. X axis will be the direction with the back and forth and rotation about the axis, that would be A. So X axis, that is the direction of tool spindle movement in true and forth, and A will be the rotation of a rotary table or rotary motion that will be given by the A. The same will follow for Y and Z, that B and C will be the rotation about that axis respectively. So all different two axes, that is Y and Z, there we are getting the rotation for the B and C. B is the rotation about Y axis and Z is the rotation about C is the rotation about Z axis. There we can get the movement in this direction. So here we have seen the actual axis and motion nomenclature of coordinate system, how machine coordinate systems are given, then part coordinate system and motion coordinate system or machine coordinate system that given we have seen. So in today's lecture we have seen what are the part program, why the part program is used whenever we are doing the machining from drawing to the workpiece final part we are going to make. So we have to decide which operations we have to perform. Based on that operations, we have to write the part program by using a G and M code in a different set block, and that we have to give to the MCU. Then that will perform the operation. Then we will get the finished part. So there, the part programming we are using two types, that is manual part programming and computer aided part programming. The information how we are giving that we have seen. Here also we have seen the axis convection which we are using in machining centers for HMC and VMC, how the axis convection that we are going to see we get for doing the part program that we have seen. Upset of part program, how we define and how we change based on the different operations that we have seen. So hope you like this. If you like it, please stay connected and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Click on bell icon to get more notifications. If you want to cover any topic regarding the same domain, then you can put the topic name in comment box, so that will helpful, and I will prepare the video that will be helpful to you. Thank you very much.